This is good racing, ladies and gentlemen, here. Look at you on the line. The crowd are going bananas again for another Poole 5-1. Welcome to a sunny Wimborne Road this evening to Pirates TV viewers. I'm Scott Mitchell, your presenter and commentator for the evening, and tonight we bring you the Poole Wessex Marine Pirates against the Plymouth Pro Park Gladiators. Now, these guys have met already this year twice in the BSN series. Now, there were a few problems when they came here. The Plymouth Gladiators not happy with the Pirates track, although it was smooth. They felt there was no lines to pass on, and the Poole Pirates went down to Plymouth last week. And we had a similar thing where the Pirates couldn't pass down there, so there's a bit of needle in this one. Some of the riders have had something to say on the Plymouth Gladiators side, even the promotion. Thank the fans, the Poole fans, for going down to Plymouth last week to watch them passing at their track. So, all we can do is set up nicely. We'll head to Rob Dyer over in the pits and see who's got with him and see if we've got any reaction to those last two visits.
Well, thanks, Scotty. And down pit side, Steve Worrall, the skipper of the Pirates, is with us. And Steve, first of all, looking back to the BSN series so far, good work from the Pirates, come through group winners and set up well for the rest of the series.
Yeah, it's been a positive start for the Pirates. We've managed to get through to the next round on the BSN thing. We've not suffered a defeat yet, and I feel like I've not been performing my best up to now for the Pirates. So it's from looking at the long-term point of view, we're still managing to do the job as a team with that in mind, so looks really positive.
Well, I think we did suffer a two-pointer down at Plymouth.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot about that one.
Last week. But ample opportunity tonight because we're now into knockout cup action, and again it's the Gladiators who we've drawn in this particular competition. First round here at Wimborne Road. Tell us how you're feeling tonight, Steve.
Well, if we can have a repeat of our performance against them in our last home match, that would be nice to be able to build up a big points lead like we did, and then go in there kind of a little bit less pressure, and just finish off again and get to the next round.
Yeah, it was a brilliant comeback down at Plymouth to get close to the Gladiators after they'd started on fire, and I guess that's the aim tonight, to get as many points on the board as you possibly can so that you have a relatively comfortable ride down there at the Coliseum.
Yeah, I think we caught them off guard in our last home match against them, and we managed to really kick the butts early on and have a big points lead, but they did kind of slowly come back towards the end of the meeting, and I feel like it might be a little bit of a different story tonight, where they won't be sleeping, so to speak, at the start. They'll put up more of a fight, I think, so we will have a bit more of a task on our hands. I'm certain we're still going to come away with a win tonight, but it's just we want to build up as big a lead as we can, and just have that in mind so we can take that there with us.
Here's behind us in the background that the tractors are going round and they're putting down some more water on the track. Last time it was a very dry and dusty situation because the wind got through, but it looks like they're putting a lot of prep in today to make sure it's back to the normal standard that you're used to. Yeah,
I've had a look, and I think the track crew have been out there for the most part of the day getting as much water in as they can, so I walked across earlier and conditions look really good, so it should be a really good racetrack. And we've got that wind again that we had last week, which dried it out a bit too much. The last home match, but fingers crossed it doesn't do too much, and we've got enough in it to keep us a good racetrack.
There we are. I think we got the wind in our sails, as they say down here on the south coast tonight. Let's hope the wind's in your sails as well, Steve.
Yeah.
Go well, and congratulations to all your team. Okay, well, we've come back into the pits, and it's Ben Barker who's joined us from the Plymouth side of the meeting tonight. And Ben, back to the Pirates den, and no doubt looking to put up a bit of a better show than happened last time you were up here.
Yeah, definitely. On a personal note, I've done okay. We started a bit slow. As the meeting got on, it got better. So, for me, we just, as a team, we've got to start from the off. At least they put some water down now. Looks nice and wet, which is good, better than last time. So, hopefully that'll play to our advantage.
It's been a good start really for Plymouth because last night you had your first league meeting of the season, and that was Scunthorpe, and they're going to be no pushover this year, but you came away with an 8-point victory, and the whole of the side must have been very happy with that.
Yeah, well, like we're pretty confident going anywhere in the league this year and running them between, you know, really close anyway, because we've got a great side ourselves, you know, and they are a good side. They come with a lot of strength in depth. You know, they brought in league competent at reserve, who's no slouch round Plymouth. So, you know, the boys done well. We dug deep. And we got a decent result. You know, the 5-1 in Heat 15 really just give us a bit of a cushion, you know, to go up there and hopefully get the bonus point.
Yeah, it's going to be different this year, isn't it, with the bonus point coming into play. 8 points you're taking up to Scunthorpe, and that's a nice balanced position really. Scunthorpe will probably think they may be able to pull that back. You'll probably think that you're able to defend that.
It's one of them where you're always in territory, you know, you're in tactical range, aren't you? You know, when you go to 8 points, you know, we drop to 6, got a tactical, bring it back to, you know, it's a nice cushion. I feel comfortable that we can go up there and get a bonus point. If not win, you know, I don't see why we can't win there. You know, you got me, Richie WORRALL and Kyle Howarth. You know, it should be a good lump sum of points wherever you go in the country. And then Dan Gilkes last night dropped 1 point. Well, you know, before his accident at Scunny last year, he was flying, so I don't see why we couldn't go there and get a result.
Yeah, and you mentioned it there, Ben. It's going to be down to the likes of yourself and the other heat leaders to give a bit of encouragement to Jake and to Dan and to Ben at the bottom end of the team to get them back into stride, really, because you're built the way that you've got two lesser riders down at reserve, but it's then down to you experienced guys to show them the way. Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt, and that's what our team is about. Is, you know, we've got some really good experience at the top, so it's about feeding it into Jake. I know Jake's not so young as Ben, but you know, he's still not raced his English track, so we've got to drill it into what we know. And you know, Jake's a pretty of a hard charger. You know, he'll have a go and he'll get stuck in. So that's what it's about, really, for us, is getting some information into them. Hopefully, Jake's been here once this year. Come back this time and score a few.
Well, we always enjoy having you here at Poole, Ben. You always put up a good show for the fans on the terraces. Conditions out there looking pretty good tonight. Hope you have a good meeting, and also with the Gladiators.
Cheers, thank you very much. See ya.
So here we go with the rider lineups for tonight. We'll start with the Pirates, and at number 1, Steve Worrall. He'll be all fired up after his controversial exclusion in Heat 15 at last week's clash. Number 2, Anders Rowe returns to the Pirates after a crash in Poland a few days ago saw him sidelined for a week. At number 3 is Ben Cook. After being promoted to number 3 heat leader, he's made a good start into his 2023 campaign. At number 4, Zach Cook. He's formed a formidable partnership with brother Ben in the middle order of this Pirates side. At number 5, named the Rocket Man by the Pirates faithful, lived up to that name with 15 points against Plymouth last week. At number 6, we have Kyle Newman, doing everything early season the management brought him in to do. And at number 7, we have Adam Roynon, a good start to his season as well in the Skull and Crossbones. Our team manager, Neil Middleditch, most successful manager in Speedway's modern era. So we go over to the Gladiators, and at number 1 for them, Kyle Howarth scored a big 13+1 at home against the Pirates last week. He'll be looking for more of that tonight. At number 2, Dan Gilkes, good start to the season after missing most of the 22 season through injury. At number 3, Paul Starke. Former Pirate, scored 12+2 for the Gladiators at home against Poole last Tuesday. At number 4, Ben Barker. He's always an all-action hard charger here when he visits Wimborne Road. At number 5, Richie WORRALL. Critical of the Wimborne track surface on his last visit, travelling fans will be looking for him to do his talking on the track tonight. At number 6, Jake Turner, the Auckland-born racer in his first season in British Speedway. And at number 7, Ben Trigger steps up to the championship after the young bits had a couple of seasons in the Development League. And team manager for the Gladiators is Garry May. Never a programme safe when this tactical manager's in town. All fans need a spare pen.
Man, he's their own local hero. They're making his way in the championship action, of course. Ben Trigger. That's 6, learning his way around the UK in his debut season with the Gladiators. From New Zealand, Jake Turner. At 5, 2 race wins last time here against the Pirates, shows the class of Richie WORRALL. Number 4, always a passionate performer, and a big scorer for the Gladiators, Ben Barker. Number 3, dropped just 1 point at home to the Pirates last week, Paul Starke. Number 2, one sort of a paid maximum at the Coliseum last night, shows the worth of Dan Gilkes. And Gladiators' top scorer against the Pirates at the Coliseum, their captain, number 1, Kyle Howarth. And on this side, they are, of course, carrying an unbeaten home record here at Wimborne Road. A big victory here against the Glads the last time out. You wouldn't bet against them. They are the determined Poole Marine Pirates. Number 7, solidly displaying form, most ranking as the best number 7 in the championship, Adam Roynon. That's 6 2-5-1s in the Pirates' remarkable comeback at Plymouth last week. He's our local hero. He's Newman. Number 5, been an impeccable start to the 2023. He's dropped just 4 points in his last 3 matches, Richie Lawson. Number 4 is a crucial member and solid backup for our top 5. He delivers week on week, Zach Cook. At 3, and we're seeing the best of him since stepping up as a heat leader in 2023, Ben Cook. Number 2, a screw move to bring him to Dorset, but he's paying it back in spades, Anders Rowe. And Pirates captain clocked the fastest time since 2018 here, 2 weeks ago. Number 1, Steve Worrall. And so you Steve and Kyle step forward to spin the coin, the 2 captains down here with Mockers. Kyle calls heads. Heads it is. Kyle's calling 1 and 3 for the Gladiators in Heat 1.
Here we go. Dan Gilkes is on the inside in gate 1 in yellow for the Gladiators. Anders Rowe in blue in gate 2 for the Pirates. Kyle Howarth is in white in gate 3 for the Gladiators. And Poole captain Stevie Worrall in red in gate 4 for the Pirates. Little gardening there at the start from Anders Rowe, just packing in.
And on the inside, gate number 1 belongs to the rider in yellow.
You'll see a lot of that goes on, and later in the meeting, when the ruts get a bit deeper, they pack them in so that the exhaust doesn't drag the floor and slow them down on the start. Those of you that watch the GPs would have seen that an awful lot too. So here we go. It's the Pirates and the Gladiators. It's Heat 1. The tapes are up and away we go, and the Gladiators look to have had the jump early doors, and they're away. Anders Rowe trying the inside, but this is the Gladiators out front. It's Howard and Gilkes. Stevie Worrall's got an engine issue at the back. He's pulled up. So it's down to Anders Rowe to try and stop 2 Gladiators out front. Slightly processional here in Heat 1 because all the grip's still down low. There's no material yet wide enough to be able to take the big run on the outside, but Anders Rowe is trying hard. He is keeping Dan Gilkes honest in yellow in second place. He's there if he makes a mistake, if he grips or picks up. Anders Rowe is right there to take advantage. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, and it's going to be a 5-1 heat score, white, yellow and blue as they come over the line, and a 5-1 heat score for heat number 1 for the Gladiators. What a dream start it is for the Gladiators. And here's the confirmation of the Heat 1 result. It was a win for Kyle Howarth in white. Second was Dan Gilkes in yellow. Third was Anders Rowe in blue for the Pirates. And at the back, Steve Worrall, who failed to finish. So the match score after Heat 1 is 1 to the Pirates and 5 to the Gladiators. It's Kyle Newman in red off of gate 1 for the Pirates. In gate 2 is Jake Turner in white for the Gladiators. Adam Roynon's in blue off of gate 3 for the Pirates. And out on the outside in yellow is Ben Trigger for the Gladiators in gate 4. So it's Roynon in blue for the Pirates. He's the last one in. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Heat 2 is underway. Oh! It really looked like a jump start there from the rider in white. He was well spinning and dumped the clutch. I don't know whether he touched the tapes or not from that angle. If he didn't, he was extremely lucky, Jake Turner. Extremely lucky. So here we go, our lineup again then. Just went through in red, Kyle Newman for the Pirates on gate 1. Gate 2, Jake Turner, he jumped the start. In the original heat, he's there for the Gladiators. Gate 3 in blue is Adam Roynon for the Pirates, and in gate 4 is Ben Trigger in yellow. Roynon once again the last one in. I wonder if that's a part of his starting routine. But here we go, the ReRun of heat 2. And it's Jake Turner's made it again off of gate 2. And now it's Newman trying him up the inside. Roynon's got Newman's back, and Newman's going up the inside of Jake Turner. Turner leaves him racing room. So Newman now takes the lead on a superb pass. Turner's coming back up at Newman. Newman shuts the door on him going into turn 3. This is good stuff. The front 2 riders really going at it. Roynon's lifted there in turn 1, but he's not being troubled by Ben Trigger, who stood at the back in yellow. Newman started to leave Jake Turner now. As we go into the final lap, it looks to be Kyle Newman, looks to be seeing it over the line. It's red, white, blue and yellow.
Making a move from the back to take the lead in heat number 2.
To 4-2 heat score to the Pirates. Here's confirmation of the heat result, a 4-2 heat score to the Pirates. The winner in red was Kyle Newman. Second was Jake Turner in white for the Gladiators. He picks up a couple. In third was Adam Roynon in blue, and fourth was Ben Trigger in yellow. So after 2 heats, the match score is 5 to the Pirates, 7 to the Plymouth Gladiators. 2 minutes is back on heat number 3. Here you see Newman. Super move up the Harvey Avenue on the inside. And once he'd got alongside, Turner could not cut him off. So on the inside, gate 1 in white is Poole Starke for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow is Ben Barker for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. I'll try not to get confused over the riders here, because obviously Poole Starke's got a white helmet colour on a yellow helmet, and it's Ben Barker in yellow, so I'll do my best not to get confused. Heat 3, up go the tapes and away we go. And it looks like the Cook brothers are going to make it. Zach looks over his shoulder to see Ben coming around the outside. Starke was there on the inside, but Zach shut off and let his brother come right round the outside. Lovely bit of team riding there. They'll now be looking to clear off into the sunset, leaving the Gladiators duo at the back. Ben Cook just checks on his brother there as we come round after 2 laps. Starke's still there, but it's the Cook brothers. It's all about those 2 out front. They're trapped it and are clearing off. A little head shake there from Poole Starke. I think he feels he's got a set up slightly wrong or something. But so is Ben Cook. It's Ben Cook coming over the line in red, blue, yellow white and yellow. I did make that confusion. I knew I would. Red, blue, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. There's your heat winner, our little Aussie, Ben Cook. And here's a confirmation of the Heat 3 result. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. In first, in red, was Ben Cook for the Pirates. Second, in blue, was Zach Cook, followed home by, in third, Paul Starke picks up a point for the Gladiators in white. And in fourth, Ben Barker was at the back. So, our match score after 3 heats is 10 to the Pirates and 8 to the Gladiators. So, here's our rider lineup for Heat 4, sponsored by Top Class Consultancy. In Gate 1, in yellow, the reserve change, Jake Turner. In Gate 2, in blue, is Adam Roynon for the Pirates. In Gate 3, in white, is Richie WORRALL, his first ride of the night for the Gladiators. And in Gate 4, in red, Richard Lawson for the Pirates. Adam Roynon was telling me he's got new bike covers for 2023. And how lovely they look too, Adam. So, here we go. It's Heat 4. Tapes are up and away we go. And Roydon's got squeezed there by the 2 Gladiators. And then a mistake from the rider in yellow there, Jake Turner. Took Lawson wide, and Turner's made another mistake in turn 3. And it seems to have a problem with his bike. But it's WORRALL out front. Richie, not Stevie, for the Gladiators. And the Rocket Man is in hot pursuit of him. He's got 2 laps to find a way past. As WORRALL gone too deep. He saw Lawson coming underneath him. Roydon's going round for the point. But Lawson looks a quicker man here. He's got a lap to go. Is he going to be able to get past Richie WORRALL? It doesn't look like it to me. Looks like WORRALL's safe unless mechanical problems happen. It's a win in white for Richie WORRALL. Red was second and third in blue. It was a 3-all heat score. There we go. It's a 3-all heat score with a win in white for Richie WORRALL for the Gladiators. In second in red, Richard Lawson for the Pirates. Third was Adam Roynon in blue. And fourth was a hapless Jake Turner that time round in yellow for the Gladiators. Team score after heat number 4 is 13 to the Pirates, 11 to the Gladiators. Here's how the race was run. You can see Jake Turner makes a great start and he just lifts on the inside, hampered Lawson's progression around the outside and allowed WORRALL to get away up the inside, and he was never headed after that point. And on the inside in red in Gate 1 is Ben Cook. He's already had his win on his first race out. Gate 2 in yellow is Dan Gilkes. He's already had a paid win in his first heat. Gate 3 is Zach Cook in blue for the Pirates. He's also had a paid win in his first heat after following his brother home. And in Gate 4 in white is Carl Howarth for the Gladiators. And he won Heat 1. So something's got to give here in Heat 5. So the rider's being called up to tapes by Rob Wadham. Tapes are up and away we go on Heat 5. Howarth has tried the big high line around the outside. He's been cut off by Zach Cook. Ben has made the gate and they are being all over. They're all over the pair of them. And it's the 2 Pirates out front. Howarth looks quick. He's trying the wide line. Ben Cook is right in mid-trek. Howarth nearly loses it on the pit turn. Gives some breathing space for the Cook brothers out front. Here's Zach out front, being protected by brother Ben in second. And that mistake seems to have cost Howarth as we go into the last lap. It's a great ride from Zach Cook out front in blue. And this is a powerhouse mid-order here for the Pirates, and the crowd go bananas. It's blue, red, yellow and white as they cross the line. It's a 5-1 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. What a big heat. Heat 5 is becoming for the Pirates with these two. And there's your Heat 5 winner in blue there, Zach Cook. And here they come round again, the Max boys. And as I said earlier, I'm sure Mick and Liz are enjoying watching their boys from home in Australia. But here's your Heat 5 result confirmation. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates with first in blue, Zach Cook. Second, followed home by his brother, Ben Cook in red. In third, Dan Gilkes picks up a point for the Gladiators. And at the back was Kyle Howarth for the Gladiators, taking the match score after Heat 5 to 18 to the Pirates and 12 to the Gladiators. Here we see him from the start again. Ben made a good start, looked over for Zach, saw Zach maybe in a bit of trouble, and then looked over a second and third time and saw that Zach had got himself out of the trouble and got himself into position. So here's our lineup for Heat 6, sponsored by MB Wilkes. In Gate 1 in white is Richie WORRALL, winner last time out for the Gladiators. In Gate 2 is Stevie WORRALL, in red for the Pirates. In Gate 3 in yellow is Ben Trigger for the Gladiators. And in Gate 4 in blue is Anders Rowe for the Pirates. Stevie WORRALL starting very close as he can, and his gate box to his brother there. Tapes go up and it looks like Richie has got the jump on Stevie off the inside. Anders Rowe has now come around the outside of Trigger and underneath Stevie WORRALL to take second place. Looks like Richie WORRALL is checking out front in white. Looks extremely quick. Steve WORRALL in red settling for third. Going to protect his partner and bring him home. As Richie WORRALL heads into the last lap in white for the Gladiators. He won last time out in Heat 4, and he looks like he's going to win this time out in Heat 6. So it's Richie WORRALL in white wins from blue, from red, from yellow. It's a 3-all heat score. So here's the confirmation of the heat result. It's a 3-all heat score with your winner being Richie WORRALL in white for the Gladiators. He picks up 3 points. In second in blue, Anders Rowe picks up a couple of points for the Pirates. In third, Stevie WORRALL picks up his first point of the evening. And in fourth, in yellow, was Ben Trigger, who came in at the back. After Heat 6, the match score is 21 to the Pirates, 15 to the Gladiators. Here we go from the start, and you can see Richie WORRALL got the jump and got half a bike length on brother Stevie there and could dictate the score, the first bend. And once he'd rounded the second bend, he never looked like being caught. But here we go, it's Heat 7. Heat sponsors are Wessex Marine, but on the inside in red, the Rocket Man Richard Lawson goes to the Pirates. In Gate 2 in white is Paul Starke for the Gladiators. In Gate 3, winner first time out in blue for the Pirates is Kyle Newman. And in Gate 4 in yellow was Ben Barker for the Gladiators. I'm sure he's been in and used the experience and made some changes to make him more competitive in this one. So we go. We are heat 7 and takes her up. And it's the Pirates out front. Richard Lawson looks over his shoulder, shuts the throttle off, sees Carl Newman coming. But it's Ben Barker has gone round the pair of them. I told you he'd be more competitive this time round. He found an outside run. And now seems to be away at the front. Lawson's trapped there behind Carl Newman in third. He looks over his shoulder to see that Starke is still at the back. But that was some move from Ben Barker. Absolutely pinned it. He's found some speed because he's now leaving the Pirates duo in second and third. And that bike seems to be pulling Barker's arms off. He really is enjoying himself out front there. You can see him G'd himself up off of turn 2. And he takes the win. It's yellow, blue, red and white.
There you go. Taking number 7 by the horns. Ben Barker in yellow.
It's a 3-all heat score. Here's the confirmation of the heat result. The 3-all heat score we know. It was Ben Barker wins it in yellow for the Gladiators. He takes the 3 points. Second in blue was Carl Newman. He picks up a couple for the Pirates. Third was Richard Lawson in red for the Pirates. He picks up the point. And at the back, Poole Starke. So the running score after heat 7, the running match score is 24 to the Pirates and 18 to the Gladiators. The Gladiators keeping this to 6 points and keeping it very tight. And here we go. It looks like the Pirates have got this nailed on. Newman gets a little bit out of shape. Barker looks like he's going up the inside and looks out of it at this point, but then takes a big dive wide, finds some grip. Newman was not quite wide enough.
Mark Phillips, Mark, better performance than last time and certainly looking very competitive tonight.
Yeah, certainly we've had a few more missed now, so they're getting their act together and here we're to do a job.
Yeah, you did a job last night, didn't you, on Scunthorpe Scorpions? That wasn't going to be an easy one, but you came out on top.
Yeah, especially when I saw that they brought Lee Compton in as a guest. I thought we was going to, I thought it was going to be really hard, but no, we managed to get it in and get the job done. They could have been a lot closer.
And it's going to be close over 2 legs in this meeting, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We're now dialed up for it. We knew what to expect from the last time we was here. And, hey, look at the scoreline.
Thanks for your time, Mark. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Neil, can I just quickly grab you a second? We're live on the Pirates TV. I see you've had the boys together there. What's the message?
Oh, just really, we need to get on with it. Really, I mean, we're not making the starts. We're leaving gaps. I mean, Ben Barker, a great ride by Ben, to be fair, but he shouldn't have got round there. But he did because he's brave. But yeah, we've just got to start making some starts. They're getting a little bit better at the starts. Track's been a little bit patchy early doors. No complaints really. But we're getting a good grade going now, and hopefully it'll come to us.
Few mechanical issues down the line.
Yeah, Steve's having a few problems. I mean, I just spoke to him a moment ago and he said, it's a bike he rode at Wolverhampton and they couldn't get near him. So I said to him, change something, needs to change something drastically because, your number one score on one just isn't acceptable, really.
Long way to go yet?
Oh, yeah, a lot of heats yet.
Keep on it. Ben, just a quick word on the live TV. Congratulations, 2 good starts and 2 good race wins.
Yeah, so far so good. We just got a bit unlucky there. Barker rode around the outside, done the right thing, but we've had a bit of a talk and we know where to improve. Just got to make the starts and it makes life a lot easier.
And the track's up to that tonight?
Yeah, it's good. Track's fine. He's got the moisture in it today, so it's not so dusty and there's a bit more lines, you could say, as well. And just a few good starts and a few wins.
Okay, thanks. Keep it up.
And here we go. Gate 1, Carl Newman in blue for the Pirates. In Gate 2, it's Jake Turner for the Gladiators in yellow. In Gate 3 in red is Anders Rowe for the Pirates. And in Gate 4 in white is Dan Gilkes for the Gladiators. Still only 6 points in it. Up go the tapes and away we go. Newman's made a good one off the inside. He's given Turner a shove, and now here comes Anders Rowe up the inside on the pit turn, and it's Newman out front in blue. It's Anders Rowe in second in red. Chasing is Turner in yellow, trying the Ben Barker line, and he's made a few bike lengths there on Anders Rowe. And at the back it's Dan Gilkes in white. Turner's gone a little bit wide there, and he's allowed Gilkes to come under him. But it's all about Newman out front in blue for the Pirates. He looks a little bit quicker this time out. Anders Rowe following in home with 1 lap to go. As they go past the pit turn, it's Newman looking good out front. Anders Rowe in second. And as they come to the line, it's blue, red, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. And what a turnaround that has made, and what a difference that will make to the score. Here comes your confirmation of the Heat 8 result. It was a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates with a win for the rider in blue, Carl Newman. He picks up 3 points for the Pirates. In second in red was Anders Rowe. He picks up a couple. In third was Dan Gilkes. He got up there in white for the third for the solitary point. And at the back was Jake Turner, who was lifted and doing all sorts. But here we go. The meeting and match score after Heat 8 is 29 to the Pirates and 19 to the Gladiators. The Pirates open up a 10-point lead. Here we see from the start, Newman was well away, and it was elbow to elbow with Turner there. Give Turner a shove to not let him go in to the corner, and he then in turn cut Anders Rowe off, but Rowe dived back under and did the switch back on turn 1 and got himself into second place. Here's our lineup for Heat 9. On the inside, in blue in gate 1 is Zach Cook. In gate 2, in white is Richie WORRALL, yet to be beaten tonight for the Gladiators. In gate 3 is Ben Cook for the Pirates. And in gate 4 is Ben Trigger in yellow for the Gladiators. So here we go. Heat 9 is about to get underway. Away we go. Worrall gets a good start again. But it's Zach Cook comes under him, and then back Cook came under him, stopped his run on the outside, leaving a space for Ben Cook to then get under him on the pit turn. It is elbow to elbow with Ben Cook and Richie WORRALL. Zach Cook is out front in blue. Ben's trying the inside line again. Richie WORRALL looks over his shoulder to see that Ben is there. He's now trying to stay tight because Ben Cook's now coming under him. Great move from Ben Cook. Ben Cook now tries to shift WORRALL. WORRALL's going to try and straighten that up and cut back. Ben Cook has now shut the door on the inside of turn 3. Is that the attack from WORRALL over? We have half a lap to go. And what a race this has been. Zach Cook knows nothing about it in blue. He's out front and takes a checkered flag. How hard a work was that from Ben Cook in red? It was blue, red, white and yellow. 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. And it's those two brothers again. It's the Cook brothers bringing in the 5-1s. Unbelievable riding from Ben Cook to get up there on Richie WORRALL, who hasn't been beaten all evening. Here's your Heat 9 result. It was a 5-1 in the favour of the Pirates. Your winner in blue was Zach Cook. Your second place man, and after all the hard work in red, was Ben Cook. Third in white was Richie WORRALL, and fourth in yellow was Ben Trigger. That is their third outing tonight. The match score after heat 9 is 34 to the Pirates, 20 to the Gladiators. That is their third 5-1 of the evening from the Cook brothers, and it wasn't all plain sailing. Worrall made the start. Zach got under him and blocked his run round the outside, leaving a space for Ben to try and attack him on the inside. And then it was elbow to elbow there at the end of the first lap. But Ben then saw that Worrall drifted a little wide, nearly got up the inside of him on the pit turn there, never gave it up, took a wide line in, kept the power on, cut back, and there was a space inside. And he did not need invitations to go for it. And he went straight through there. Did Ben Cook, but he still had to hold on. Worrall still had the speed from the outside. Here's your lineup for Heat 10. In Gate 1 in blue, still in the pits, is Carl Newman for the Pirates. In Gate 2 in yellow is hard charging Ben Barker for the Gladiators. In Gate 3 is Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. And in Gate 4 in white is Poole Starke. Carl Newman's already had a couple of wins tonight. The rider in blue really is doing everything the Pirates management brought him in to do from the reserve position. Our start marshal's ready. Tapes are up on Heat 10 and away we go. And it's a good start from Stevie Worrall. Coming up the inside is Kyle Newman, but coming around the outside of Kyle is Poole Starke. Poole Starke's gone wide and it's gone alongside Ben Barker. Ben Barker chopped the nose off of his own rider there, but it's Stevie Worrall out front. Poole Starke now going around the outside of Barker to take second, and it's Newman still at the back. Stevie Worrall out front. And we seem to have lost Kyle Newman. He's pulled up at the back. But it's Stevie Worrall out front as they come over the line. Red, white and yellow are the finishers.
And up for Kyle Newman in heat number 10, with a win for the rider in red, Steve Worrall.
It's a 3-all heat score is the result, and here's your heat winner in red, Stevie Worrall. The bike looking better there for Stevie. Here's the confirmation of our Heat 10 result. A 3-all heat score. It was a win for Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates. Second in white was Poole Starke for the Gladiators. In third in yellow was Ben Barker for the Gladiators. And at the back there, failed to finish, was fourth place rider in blue, Kyle Newman. Match score after Heat 10, 37 to the Pirates, 23 to the Gladiators. Here's some gate stats. 2 wins from gate 4, 4 from gate 3, none from gate 2 and 4 from gate 1. So gate 2 doing nobody any favours. And look at the points won from each gate. We'll have a little rundown of the team scores. Stevie Worrall there, 4+1. Obviously the engine problems he had in heat 1 didn't help him. Anders Rowe's having a good night, 5+1. Ben Cook, 7+2. Zach Cook, 8+1. That middle order so strong at the moment for the Pirates. Richard Lawson, an unusual night for him, 3+1. Kyle Newman, 2 race wins, a bit unlucky in that last one. And Adam Roynon, 2+1. And over on the Gladiators side, Carl Howarth, a good race win, will be scratching his head with a second in his second race. Dan Gilkes, 4+1. Poole Starke, he's on 3. Ben Barker.
Whilst we're on the live stream, caps on the right way round, and great night for Zach. How you going, Zach?
Yeah, all good so far. Yeah, can't complain.
Track okay for you?
Yeah, it's a bit sort of heady going to start with. Just a bit inconsistent with the water, I think. A couple of soft patches, but yeah, it's getting better now as the meeting goes on.
That race number 9, the last one out there with yourself and Ben, that was quite a hairy first couple of bends there.
Yeah, I got on the curb nice and early, and then there was obviously a soft patch right next to the curb, and yeah, I've hit that, and I didn't mean it, but probably done me a favour.
And you're riding well together with Ben, of course, in the engine room of the team. You know, 3 and 4 is an important position to keep the ship steady, and yourself and Ben are doing a great job there.
Yeah, so far so good. Biggest thing is just consistency, no last places, and yeah, we've done well together tonight. Yeah, with one more race, hopefully, yeah, another 3 points each.
Last week you had a guest booking up at Birmingham there. I think that was it Redcar, the opposition? Yeah, the tough team Redcar, but you stacked up the points for the Brummies. You had a good evening.
Yeah, they got a solid team Redcar. But yeah, myself, I had a good meeting. The track was really nice, and yeah, it was good to obviously get a meeting up there. And yeah, for when we go there later in the year, it's nice to sort of have a bit of a setup, and yeah.
And also, of course, at Wolverhampton, you were there on Monday evening. Big crowd there for the bank holiday and the meeting against Peterborough. And you got 5 points, I think, on the night. How did that one go for you?
Yeah, as you said, yeah, it's a big crowd for obviously what's going on with the club. But yeah, myself, I had a decent night. Yeah, I was pretty happy. Yeah, just learning things every meeting up there. You know, it's a lot tougher opposition than this league, obviously. But yeah, sometimes it's good to follow people around that track. But yeah, got a couple of race wins, so yeah, all good so far.
Well, it's great to see you in such splendid form here at Poole this evening. Congratulations on what you've done so far, and hope it continues in the rest of the meeting.
Me too. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach. We're on the live stream at the moment, Adam.
No swearing.
No swearing. Well, you know all about commentary, so we'll leave it there. Different night tonight, not quite working out as it has done previously. Team are now starting to edge in front, which is a good thing. How are you seeing it?
Yeah, thanks to the Cook brothers. They're doing the jobs, and yeah, they've got this place dialed. I'm struggling just to find the setup with conditions like this, and this is like classic Poole to me, whereas the first couple of meetings has been quite slick. And with that, I've just used this engine too much, and it's not been serviced quick enough. So now I've just realised everything's good with the bike. It's just the engine's just not punchy and just sharp enough for conditions like this, where it's learning. Yeah. So as long as the team comes away with a healthy lead tonight, then we can go to Plymouth with a job to do and hopefully get the job done. But we'll need as many points as we can tonight.
Just thinking back to last week when we were down at Coliseum, it's a different type of track down there, isn't it? And you really need your wits about you going around there.
Yeah, I liken it to like a sneeze, because it's just so fast, everything happens so quick. You come out one corner, you barely have time to breathe, and you're in the next corner, so everything just happens. It's very erratic in the way you've got to approach racing there. So this track is a bit more flowing, and yeah, this place is a lot nicer. But yeah, we still got a job. We can ride all tracks, so we just need to get the job done here and go there with less work to do.
And would you call Plymouth a Gators track primarily, or I suppose if you ride there regularly, you know the lines, but go down there maybe once or twice a season makes it difficult?
Yeah, I've rode it quite a lot over the years actually, and the track's never been the same twice ever. So yeah, gating is paramount at every track. Gary Havelock tells me Speedway is 90% starting, so yeah, tonight I've not even made a gate, and it's showing. When I can make starts, I can win races, but it's just hard to come from the back when you're a bit down on power. So
okay, well, we've got noise behind us. I'll let you go back, stop sneezing, and win the next one. All right?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for your time.
So here we go. We're on to Heat 11, and on the inside, in Gate 1, sponsored by Link Fabrication. In Gate 1 in white is Kyle Howarth. In Gate 2 in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In Gate 3 in yellow is Dan Gilkes for the Gladiators. And in Gate 4 in blue, is Carl Newman. Say probably not. here we go. It's Heat 11, sponsored by Link Fabrication. And away we go. And Lawson's made it off a 2. The Rocket Man's there off a 2. And then Rocket Man 2, Newman comes through from last to second on the pit turn. What a move, Kyle Newman. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's got lift on the outside, left a gap on the inside for Howarth. He now cuts back on the inside, but the Rocket Man's gone at the front. He's getting out of Newman's way so Newman can ride where he wants. Big lift again from Newman. Howarth has a little stab at him underneath. He goes in wide to turn 3 and then comes back narrow. Gets under Newman. Newman's already gone wide and started to cut back on the inside of Howarth. This is a great, great race here from those 2 lads in second and third. Oh, it's red, white, blue and yellow as they go over the line. What a race that was. It's a 4-2 heat score, still a heat advantage to the Pirates. Here we go, the Rocket Man music is on. And the Rocket Man comes round and shows his appreciation to the crowd. Oh, those gate stats don't mean anything. He just won one now off a 2. Heat result after Heat 11. It's a 4-2 heat score. It's a win for Richard Lawson in red for the Pirates. He picks up 3 points. Second in white was Kyle Howarth. He had to work hard for that second. In third was Carl Newman. He picks up a point in blue for the Pirates, and he made Howarth work that hard. And at the back was Dan Gilkes in yellow. Meeting the score after Heat 11 is 41 to the Pirates and 21 to the Gladiators. The Pirates ease out that lead. But the Rocket Man didn't look like he got there, but he just kept it on for that extra half a bike length and got himself to the front. And while we were watching him do that, Newman had cut up the inside of the Gladiators duo. And here's your riders at tapes. It's Jake Turner in yellow for the Gladiators on gate 1. Gate 2 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. Gate 3 in white is Poole Starke for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in blue is Adam Roynon for the Pirates. Jake Turner's not been out since Heat 8. He was a replacement then, and then got replaced himself in Heat 9. But here we go. Away we go from the tapes. And it looks like a good start from Ben Cook. Roydon's around the outside. He's trying to get around the outside of Jake Turner. Starke sat there in second. Roydon's chasing after him. Good move from him to get round Jake Turner on turn 1, but Ben Cook's out front. Customary position for him of late. Going up to the number 3 as heat leader, and he has not failed to impress. And week by week seems to be getting more confident and more confident. Jake Turner having problems at the back there in yellow. Bike issues by the looks of it. But it's Ben Cook out front as he heads to the checker flag. It's a win for the rider in red. White is Poole Starke, and blue is Adam Roynon. He comes in third. It's a 4-2 heat score in the favour of the Pirates, as they eke another 2 points on the lead. It's the man of the moment. It's Ben Cook. Mick and Liz back in Australia. It was well worth you getting up tonight at some earthly hour of the morning to watch your boys. They are doing you proud.
At the beginning of the season
Here's the confirmation of the Heat 12 result. It's a 4-2 Heat score in the favour of the Pirates. It's a win for Ben Cook in red for the Pirates. Second was Poole Starke in white for the Gladiators. Third in blue was Roynon picking up the point. And in the back, struggling with issues with the engine, I believe, it was Jake Turner in yellow for the Gladiators. Match score after Heat 12, it's 45 to the Pirates and 27 to the Gladiators. Here we go from the start. Ben Cook just pulled and pulled and pulled right there. Roynon looked like he was in no man's land there, but sneaked around the outside of Jake Turner. Gate 1 in red for the Pirates is Steve Worrall. In gate 2 in white for the Gladiators is Kyle Howarth. In gate 3 in blue is Richard Lawson, the Rocket Man for the Pirates. And in gate 4 in yellow is Richie WORRALL. Rob Wadham start. Marshall brings the riders in. Tapes are up on Heat 13 and away we go. And Richie WORRALL has got a big start again. But it seemed that Lawson managed to drop it upon him. Stevie WORRALL now comes up the inside. It's Stevie and Richie at the back. Richie's managed to cut the run of Stevie off. Howarth's in second, but it's the Rocket Man out front. He dictated the first turn and seems to be leaving those in his wake. Richie WORRALL not now drifting off the line. Oh, he has there, but Stevie WORRALL not quite close enough to take an advantage up the inside. But it's a win for the rider in blue, white, yellow and red as they come over the line. It's a 3-all Heat score. It's the result of the big Heat 13. The Rocket Man music comes on again for the second time this evening. Here to the stadium, your winner in blue, Richard Lawson. The second Heat win of the evening. And here's our Heat 13 result. It's a 3-all Heat score. It's a win for Richard Lawson in blue for the Pirates. In second is Carl Howarth in white for the Gladiators. In third was Richie WORRALL for the Gladiators in yellow. And in fourth in red was Stevie WORRALL for the Pirates. Match score after Heat 13, 48 to the Pirates and 30 to the Gladiators. It's an 18-point lead with 2 heats to go. And it was actually Howarth that made the start inside, but Lawson kept his line, dived to the dirt and got away. And here on turn 4, Stevie nearly got under brother Richie. Well, he kind of did, but then it seemed that Richie got his wheels in line. For Heat 14 in white is Ben Barker for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in blue is Kyle Newman for the Pirates. He's having a good night this evening. In gate 3 in yellow is Ben Trigger for the Gladiators. And in gate 4 in red is Zach Cook for the Pirates. What a night he's having also. Our start marshal's ready. The tapes go up and away we go, and Barker's got a good one off the inside, but Zach Cook's gone wide and tried to cut back under, but Barker is there in white And Zach Cook is all over him like a rash in red for the Pirates. Gone wide there, Barker locks up. Zach tries the wide line, but it's not quite making it. He's outside him now again. But it looks like Barker is trying to ride the blue groove around the inside and doing it very well indeed to keep the Pirates duo behind him. It's Newman in third and it's Trigger at the back. But it looks to be Barker is going to take a longer waiting heat win for the Gladiators. White, red, blue and yellow as they come over the line.
In heat 14, in white, Ben Barker.
It's another thrill heat score for the heat result as Who Let the Dogs Out comes on. Lovely, lovely. Right, heat 14. The heat result was a 3-all heat score. It was a win in white for Ben Barker for the Gladiators. In second in red was Zach Cook. He picks up a couple of points for the Pirates. Third in blue was Carl Newman. He picks up another point for another successful night for him at home. And at the back, Ben Trigger in yellow. And I feel that young man's been getting quicker all evening. And after heat 14, the match score is 51 to the Pirates and 33 to the Gladiators. And here we go. Barker just like a jet-propelled rocket man. He went out, dominated the first turn, stopped Zach Cook's run around the outside in red. And from there, he didn't look to be headed. Zach was pretty quick. Here's the gate stats. It doesn't take a genius to realise which gates you need to pick if you have the pick here tonight. Gate 1, 5 wins. Gate 2 has now had 2 winnings, which have been later in the meeting. Gate 3 has had 5 wins. Gate 4 has had 2. Sponsored by Moorish Homes. And Gate 1 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. 10 plus 2 tonight. What a night he's having. In Gate 2 in white is Kyle Howarth for the Gladiators. The Gladiators captain. In Gate 3 in blue for the Pirates is the Rocket Man, Richard Lawson. And in Gate 4 in yellow is Ben Barker for the Gladiators. He had a good race last time out. Rider in yellow, Barker, he's in, ready to go. He was born ready to race, that fella. So, it's heat 15. It's the last heat of the night. Our start marshal's ready. The tapes go up and away we go. And it's a good start from the Rocket Man. And coming around the outside is Barker, leg trailing like a grass track meeting. And he's at it again. He's going to try and do what he did in his earlier heat, but Lawson saw him coming and cut him off. Ben Cook is in third for the Pirates. And at the back is Kyle Howarth. Oh, wow, big grip going in from Ben Barker. He really's gone round the outside. What a move from Barker. He is absolutely spinning it up, but he's got by. How he stayed on going into turn 3, but it propelled him round the outside and he found some grip and he's gone by the Rocket Man. The Gladiators will be pleased with that. He's now got his head down and leaving. But as they come to the line, it was a masterful move from Barker. It's yellow, blue, red and white.
Big handful around the outside to take the honours in heat 15 for the Gladiators, Ben Barker.
What entertainment that was from Barker. Hell of a win for the rider in yellow, Ben Barker. What a move. I think everybody appreciates that. Here as the Pirates fans, give him a round of applause as he comes up the back straight. So the heat score, it was a win for Ben Barker in yellow. He picked up the 3 points for the Gladiators. Richard Lawson picks up 2 for the Pirates in second in blue. In third in red was Ben Cook. He picks up a point, and at the back was Kyle Howarth. The match score 54 to the Pirates, 36 to the Gladiators.
So after the Pirates have convincingly beaten the Gladiators, it was a 54-36 scoreline. I've got Zach Cook with me. Zach, in the engine room of the team, paid 11 points tonight. Great response.
Yeah, everything was going good tonight and got the win by a decent margin. So, obviously it's an aggregate thing, and, we sent them back down there, tail between their legs again, and hopefully, keep that bit of a gap for, obviously, Plymouth next week.
Yeah, can't count any chickens, of course, because it's a tricky track down there and it can catch people out, but 18's a good lead to take. Yeah,
I think, as everyone knows, it's follow the leader down there. If you make the start, you're right, but a bit hard if you're behind, which a lot of us struggled with last week. But, we've got a bit of a leeway to take down there with us, which would be nice.
And in the engine room of the team, yourself and your brother are absolutely pulling up the trees at the moment.
Yeah, as I said, everything's been going smoothly and been making them starts and, riding well, so hopefully keep that going all year.
Congratulations, great night for you tonight, Ben, and for the Pirates. Well done.
Thank you.
Here's the team scores. It's 4+1 for Steve Worrall. Anders Rowe 5+1. Ben Cook 11+3. What a night for him. Zach Cook not far behind, 10+1 for him. Richard Lawson pitching in with his usual double figures. He has 11. Carl Newman superb from reserve at 10. And Adam Roynon doing his average there with the 3. Howarth, 7 for him. Dan Gilkes, 4+1 for him. Poole Starke, he picked up 5. Ben Barker had 3 wins and had a good night with 10+1. Richie WORRALL picked up a couple of wins early doors but struggled later. Jake Turner started well. He picks up a couple, and Ben Trigger, he's picking up just valuable experience, the young man. So, as the fans leave, we leave you. Thanks for joining us this evening. From all here at the Pirates TV crew, Rob Haywood, Paul Hague, commentator Scott Mitchell, pit reporter Rob Dyer, producer and director Andy Hague, his support Katie Mitchell. We see you all next week back here on Pirates TV.
He went inside, outside, he weighed him up, he looked for the gap, and he burst